Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Satisfactory. In the last episode, we've been working on more of the rail design as we are figuring out how to get the rails coming out of the stations over here at the steel mill and onto the main line. And then trying to figure out how the signaling is supposed to work. I'm still not 100% sure if this is the way that it is supposed to work, but we will find out once we actually have trains on these rails, and we'll see how they behave. So, what we're going to be doing is continuing to work on that effort. We need to set up a loop to allow trains moving in one direction on one rail to swing around and go the other way, because they don't really have anywhere else to go right now. We need to put some more signaling in. As well. So let's go ahead and get to work on that. So, I mean, the easiest thing to try to do is going to be just say, try to hook it up like this. But no, it won't do that. What I might actually do, though, as I'm thinking about this, oh, that needs to get up here, too. Oh, it'll do that. Yes. We do want to do it that way. That means we want to get rid of that, and probably that, and probably this. And foundations there. Yep, and then this is probably going to need a block signal. Yes. All right, let's figure this out. All right, we're gonna need a block signal. Coming out of there, right? Yes. Why is that arrow pointing the wrong way? Because that is not the way the trains will be moving. There we are. Seeing that's backwards. There we are. Okay. I mean, I guess they can be in the same block, but... No, we don't want that there. See, I didn't have any problems with this before. Okay, well, that at least worked. So that doesn't rotate it. What is that? Oh, paths are block. We want to be block. No. Yeah, it just does not want to flip around the other direction. Is it because of the way the switches are oriented? Do you know this is something saying it turns too sharply? Really? Alright. Well, I mean, it'll do it that way. Signal loops into itself. What? Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Alright, maybe we want to use a path signal? Again, why is it pointed the wrong way? Alright, let's rework all of this track. In fact, let's just rework this whole thing. Okay. Okay. Alright, and this switch goes there. Alright, let's put a path signal there. Use pass signals. Actually, this one would be block. So this would be block. Block occupied. Let's move that path because I think it's too close. Block has conflicting entry signal types. Waiting for path reservation. I think the issue is that we haven't signaled the whole line. I think that's probably the problem. We need a block signal there. I had intended this to be fighting with signals, but we're fighting with signals. Okay. That's right. That's right. Block clear. I don't know why this particular block is red. But so be it. All right. Oh, crud. That is definitely not what I wanted to do. All right, get myself back up there. Can I attach the ladder? All right, let's try this again. Just want to get this loop in. Actually, let's see, can I get this to turn? Yes. I need to recover some of these foundations since I'm so short on resources. I think that might work. Because the train will make that turn. All right. Railroad track is too short. What? All right. And that turns too sharply. That doesn't make any sense. All right. Then we need to head out another out to there. Okay. That makes the loop we need. I don't know if that's the best way to do it, but it's the way that works. All right, now we want to make a block as it enters the loop. We want to make a block as it exits the loop. And we want to make a block in the middle of the loop. Alright, well, all the signals look good, so that's good. And it's just a matter of putting in moving blocks. There's got to be an easier way to do this. Okay. It always wants to point in the wrong direction. There has got to be a better way to do this. Alright, well, I'm not fighting with this anymore. I gotta figure something out because there's obviously something that I'm missing. That I can't get the signals to point in the direction that I need them to point in. I was not having any issues before. I mean, we're going to want a block there, yes. But we want a path signal. Actually, I think we just want block signals. But even still, I can't get it to point the direction I need it to point. Unless I do it like right at the seam of the switch, which is not where I want to put the signal. Alright, whatever. I will look more into that and see if there's a better way to do this. For next episode, because I don't feel like fighting with signals this entire series from this point on. So, we'll go ahead and stop here for now. Hopefully we'll get the signals all figured out. Get the current coal line all signaled the way it's supposed to be. And then we need to find a new source of coal. Not coal. Iron. Iron is what we need to find. So that we can start bringing more iron in here so that we can make iron products. Yes. Alright. So, for now, we'll stop here. So if you guys enjoyed it, thanks for watching. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.